Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you. Yeah, another X870E preview for you, but today we're going to be taking a look at the MSI Carbon. Now, some of you might be quite interested in the Carbon, and should be, because I do read the comments, like every single one of them, and I have seen a lot of negativity about Asus recently, and people looking for a home. And I have a sneaking suspicion a lot of you might not be disappointed if you ended up at Camp MSI. Now anyway, first things first, box. It might be simple, but it's the first time I've seen a massive warning about the battery that's on it. But one of the things I do want to say is it instantly makes me feel it's like fresh and light and modern. And I don't know, it just stands out as not being like a normal box. It just feels so much nicer. Anyway, in the box, you will find some stickers. Thankfully, some of you are going to get some lucky stickers, and you get some things to separate your cables with. Talking of cables, this one, which goes on to the board, there's a header over here that you can plug it into. It's a proprietary connector, and it's technically to replace the front panel, but there is still a standard front panel header. And what you get on it is an addressable RGB, a PWM 4-pin fan header, and then your power and reset headers for the front panel as well. So you could plug this in, tuck it round the back, and you wouldn't need to see all of the cables down here. Now, I do think that if you're going to do that, kind of need to tidy up down here, and you'll see in a minute. But anyway, other stuff in the box, you get some SATA cables. There are 2 in total. This is your front panel header extension, so plugs into the front panel header, gives you all the pins, and it means that you can shove it all round the back of the board and hide things out of the way. Lovely. Then you also get a splitter for 4-pin RGB, 1 out, 2 at the end, lovely jubbly. Then there is an addressable RGB extension, because there's a connector on there that you can connect that to, and then you have your Wi-Fi with the quick release fittings on it. So it's all lovely, lovely, jubbly, jubbly, jubbly. Only other thing is you do get your drivers on a USB stick. Thank you very much. Okay then, so starting on the top left hand of the board, as always, we've got the 2 8-pins, but in comparison to the Hero and the Master that I've seen previously, this isn't shielded. They've got none of the metal shields around the outside. It is just normal 8-pin connectors, but they are solid pins, which is a nice touch. Then when we move across, we've got the busy area of the board. And when I say busy, I mean it feels busy and a bit messy. I feel like they could have tidied this up a little bit better. But we've got CPU fan, pump header, and system fan 1. Then round this side, you've got system fan 2. You've got the little MOSFET things for the fans here. You do have a addressable RGB here. Then you've got your poster LEDs. I love these because they do help you. And then just below that, you've got the, when I get the light out of it, it's because was it me? It might have been me. You've got your LC poster readout as well. One of the things I would say is a precautionary measure. You do get, obviously, the USB in the box. Make sure you familiarise yourself with where the details are for what the codes mean, because you'll get used to what they mean, and it's then very easy to fault find what's going on. Just a little bit further down, that's your proprietary header for that cable I've already shown you. And then if I do this, this is something I quite like. With the other push release buttons, you normally have to push it to take the graphics card out, but these ones, that's in release mode, and then if I push it again, it goes back into lock mode. I really like this, so that is a lovely touch. Down the side of the board, lowering my tripod down that little bit more, what we can see here is a 27 watt external USB-C. So this is for your front panel header. 27 watt charging on that one. 4 SATAs, 2 USB 3.2s here. They're obviously your front panel ones as well, but they've hidden them underneath the heatsink. And I just think that's a nice touch, and it's touches like this that make me think that the top right hand corner where the fan headers and everything are is why that feels a bit messy. Then as we move further on, normal front panel header, so lovely touch there. We've still got that as well as the proprietary connector at the top. Power and reset. You've got another addressable RGB here, so that's your second one. There is actually a third one just over here as well. There is an RGB fan out cable that you get in the box. That will work with the addressables, but I've not been able to work out whether there is a normal one. I think this black one here might be 4-pin RGB because it does say JRGB1. So this might be a normal 4-pin, and then you've got 3 of the addressables. So 2 USB internals, extra cable here for your charging for the back. I've been saying it's power for the PCI Express on the other boards. It's my own fault. I do know better, but it's the connector, so you've got higher charging on the USB 4 around the back because it can do up to 60 watts. Then you've got 3 fan connectors in total along the bottom. Now, one of the things with MSI that they've done, which is quite cool, is the fact that you can, with a simple click, remove the entire heatsink section here, which goes over the NVMEs. It is just, as we look, a little push connector, and then it removes. You can see the push connector there, and these are the connectors that go on the other side that locate over here. It is super easy. He says, there we go, and the top one has a little magic surprise, which I'll show you in a bit, because you can see some electrical connectors here. And that's because this lights up, and I can show you without fully powering the board because I have a magic cable. Now, around the outside, we have 16 plus 2 plus 2 power array, and I haven't had too many details about the official breakdown on those yet. So I will update you when I do get full details and I can tell you the specifics. But if I'm honest, one of the really cool bits on this board is around the back, because this for a rear I/O is actually quite beautiful. It makes me feel like they've made a lot of effort with this. So we'll start at the bottom at the boring bit. You do have an optical out, and then you've got a mic in, and then your normal out. Your Wi-Fi 7 here with the quick release connectors. 5 gigabit Ethernet, 2.5 gigabit Ethernet. USB-C here, 10G, another USB-C 10G there. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 9 in total USB 10G-A connectors. Then you've got your 2 USB 4s here, and then you've also got a HDMI. Flash CMOS button, flash BIOS button, clear CMOS button, and then your smart button that you can program. They've got a really nice clickiness on these when you press them, but it all just feels like they've actually put some time and effort into the layout there. Round the back, very vanilla, just nothing going on, no backplate or anything like that. But what we do need to do now is light it up. Now, I did say to you on the top NVMe that there was power connectors or power cables or whatever. My camera is not really picking that up particularly nicely because there's a lot of light in the room, but it is a really lovely diffused light, and I'm actually quite a big fan of how the colours look on this. The cycle that it's doing is just because it's in auto mode, because I have to put a magic cable in it, but you do get some more light on the rear I/O as well. Like I said, it's just going through like a demo mode, like a shot mode at the moment, but at least you get a little bit of extra going on here. You can obviously set it, you know what you can do with the RGBs. But anyway, please remember to like, subscribe and comment. You can click through to go to the website for more information. I have already done videos on the Hero and the Master as well, if you would like to take a look. Reviews will be the end of the month. It'll be the end of September. This is just us having a quick look around together while we can to kind of get a feel for, do you want to go through a full review with me on one of these boards to find out if you actually want to buy it? Yes, probably going to come down a lot to price. We don't know anything official yet. But for now at least, this is Tiny Tom Logan with another video for you. Out.